Sorry about that. Now, just what I was saying about the doubler, you gonna have your just like I was saying before, it's this HEQ. They have other ones on Waves plugins, but this is a very good plugin right here. It's really good for, like I said before, just like the doubler, a mid side EQ. And what I mean by mid side EQ, if I go right here, if you just wanted to EQ the mids, like I say, like an instrument, like if it's like the bass, a 808, I'll say it like that, and you just wanted to EQ it in the mid and take nothing but the highs off on the side because it got so much highs on it. It'll take all the EQs just like a regular parametric EQ, like Fruity Loops, and take it from the side so you won't hear it, and you got your solo down here so you can hear it from whatever mid or side you wanted to hear, and then you could go right back to use it as a parametric stereo from left to right. But this is very good, but would take up space as well. So, like I said before, have space to use Wave plugins. So that's a really good plugin. Now, just like the doubler before, no, not the doubler, the CLA unplugged stereo, this JJP plugins is. I'm mad I didn't use this before, but let me see if I can find it. I don't know why it's not popping up. Here it is. This one is everything. I mean, this has gotta be. If I could pull it up for you for see all the ones they have. It goes from drums, your high tops, or your overheads, your drums, your strings, synth, and keys to your vocals. But it's self-explanatory from your master to your got reverb. It got how much you want your subs to sound, the punch, the attitude, the sustain, attack. Any instrument you need, it will really get your sounding good. Then it got a gate compression, your lows, your highs. Uh, Let me see if I could pull up another one. Let me pull up another one for. I'm gonna say just for like the strings, keys, synths, and stuff like this. Just like I said before, just have CPU for this mud. Have CPU for this mud because it will slow your computer. Just I say insert this in the inserts. Your computer will be slowed down tremendously. So I say just use this mostly on your main lead instruments and call it a day. But don't put this on every single instrument, just like I'm about to show you right now. Like the strings and keys JJP plugin. You got your compression. You see a change. You got your lows, your highs. You got your compression, your sensitivity. You got your master, your grit, your presence, your doubler, your space. I'm telling you, if you got CPU, use this. I'm telling you, use this. This is the key weapon right there. Now I'm about to finish off with some more plugins. Now these plugins I really like is really like your spacing type of plugins for waves that I mostly like to use. Besides Fruity Loops plugins, I'm gonna start off with these two. It's like how should I put it? What's that plugin? Fruity Stereo Sharpener and Fruity Stereo Enhancer, but more professional wise, and especially when you get frustrated with the sound that don't be separated like you want it, but you got waves. I say really use these two type of plugins right here. They mostly do the same thing, but one is like an X. If you're looking at coordinates, X and Y coordinates, if I'm saying it right, when you learned it in school, This one will really get you like mostly for like your mono type of sounding, like center type and sounding plugins, and spread it out to mostly stereo. And these the PS22 is mostly like for your stereos. It will really separate it even more. That I'll have to say that Fruity sharpener or Fruity stereo enhancer would not do, because it will really sometimes Fruity stereo enhancer will really still have a lot of mids, and you really want to get rid of. This will separate the mids even more to get it in its own range of, just like I said, just like a EQ. And it will really separate your sounds even more to make your drums really come in better and get it away from the center. So that's why I like to really use these two on their own different type of separation plugin. Remember, the PS22 is mostly for like monos, and the PS22, the XSplit stereo, I'm sorry, and the PS22 separated stereo is mostly for stereo type of sounds you really want to use. And then mostly you can use this for really the one I got over here to your left. You can really use that on your mix bus to give it even more separation if you want to put it in the master. Now moving on is the Q8 stereo. Basically just like a Fruity parametric EQ, but except you, just like mostly all Waves plugins, you got like different type of analog that you can use. Then the good thing about this, you got the little trim. Just like on Pro Tools, they have like a little trim plugin that you can use. But this is all into one and got its own little compression to it. But it really does the same thing just like the Fruity parametrics, but except you just don't have it like graph, like talking about. You can really see the waves come in. You'll really have to use your ears for this plugin. So that's self-explanatory. Now the reverb that I use from Waves is the R-Verb and the True Verb. And I think the True Verb is something new they just came out with, if I'm not mistaken. But I know I've been using the R-Verb for a while, just like any other reverb, but it gives you, how should I put it, more manipulation over your sounds, but you have to know how to use it with the R-Verb. But if you don't know how to use it, just like I said, go to the presets and just really know your different type of reverbs, from your halls, your gates, your chambers, to your venues and stuff like that. It will really give you really what you need. Now this True Verb, sorry about that, get back to that. I don't know why I did that. This True Verb is, I love it. I used it like 2 times in my beats and this year, and it really been giving me a good vibe, especially like for guitars. And yeah, especially for guitars, I have to say. I haven't really used it on synths like talking about, because this really gives you a nice wide lead sound. So I best to say use this on like a guitar or a lead sound if you want it to sound more open and more controlled. It's its own EQ in the one, just like the R-Verb, but it's mostly on steroids in my book. It's mostly in steroids. Okay, that'll be it for those 2 plugins. Now I'm gonna go into the Trans X Wide Stereo plugin. This will actually be something that I didn't know what the fuck, didn't know what the hell it was until I watched a tutorial on it. But this is both. It's like a enhancer and a compression all in the one. Basically for guitars, kicks, and drums and snares. It's just like that. It's like, and plus it's like an expander if I'm not saying it right. It's expanded as well, but you just have to use it because it really gives your drums a really nice sound. That's something. It just got its own magic trick to it. Just gotta use it. But sometimes you have to A/B test it because it really would thin out your sound, if I'm not mistaken. Because sometimes I used to put this on here and maximize it, and then when I took it off, when I put my instrument back into the mix, I was like, it thinned the hell out of it. So really be careful with this plug-in right here. So thank you for watching this video. This is Waves 9.6. I don't know if this is the newest one because Waves come out with new plugins and new versions like every couple of months. But this is mostly the ones been using this year, and what I've been mostly using before. I use other ones as well, but like I barely use them, just barely use them. And I know more about it, but like I had to really, it'll be a whole lesson, maybe another video I come and explain each and every one of them if I can, or more popular versions. But these are the most ones I use for mixing nowadays that get me straight to the point, because like I said, I want to make it simpler is key, easier is key. So I hope you like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.